Okay, you just have to, admit her. And let me get signed on up here real quick.
So sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Ready?
Yeah, you can come on up if you want to. You can hook up and just tell them we're doing a probate, and then we'll get to them in a minute. Okay, get you to raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Okay, you may proceed.
Would you please state your full name?
Michael Wayne Kinesi,
And how did you know Gloria made this?
my mother.
Is it true that she passed away on November 13th of 2021 at CCL, Texas?
It is
And she was 83 years old. Is that right?
correct.
And 4 years have not elapsed since the date of her death. It was just a few months ago, right?
Correct.
And this court has jurisdiction in venue over her estate because she was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence here in Austin County, Texas on the date of her death. Is that right?
Correct.
And to the best of your knowledge, she died with a will, and the will was the one that we filed with the court in June 21st, 2019. Is that correct?
Correct.
And necessity exists for the administration of this estate unless a matter is being put into effect. Correct?
Correct.
And the will had, it was never revoked. You said, as far as you know, she never revoked it, correct? And no state or no agency of the state, no charitable organization, the state had a will as a deputy or a beneficiary. Is that correct?
Correct.
And after the date of the will, no child was born or adopted by her. Is that correct?
Correct.
And no marriage was ever dissolved after the will was made. Is that correct? And the will made you as a method to serve as citizen executive after the tenant making a bond or other security. Is that correct? To the best of your knowledge, the proof required for probate must be made. You are not disqualified by law from accepting letters testamentary or from serving as executor. You're entitled to the letters and you're the person using the will. Is that correct?
Correct.
You know, that's the witness.
All right, well, then based on your testimony, admit the will into probate and appoint you as the independent executor. There'll be an inventory. They'll be due within 90 days. And Ms. Vincent can help you get that put together. So you'll just go with her down to the first floor and sign a couple things down there. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Sorry again for the
No problem, no problem.
I had sent you a message on that.
Okay.
I just have to run each year in our system with the rate and the credit for the child each year. So I have to do different screens. So give a moment. I want to make sure it's done correct. Otherwise, financial.
Okay, shows you're not muted now.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so are you ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. I don't see my client on here, though.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't I don't show that anybody else is asked to join.
Okay, let me,
If you see if you can find Ms. Hood and we'll get started.
thank you, Your Honor. Let me see what's going on.
September.
She's logging in right now, apparently.
Great. Has there been any communication with either Mr. Jesse or Ms. Palmer to see what,
No, Your Honor.
so does Ms. Hood keep in contact with either one of them?
Does she keep in contact with who?
With either Mr. Jesse or Ms. Palmer?
Yes, with her daughter. Yes, but Mr. Jesse, no.
Okay. Do you know how long either Mr. Jesse or Ms. Palmer is to remain incarcerated?
I'm not sure about Miss Palmer. I know she's been there for a long time, for a while. As far as Mr. Jesse, he's been incarcerated for 242 days. And
Okay.
I believe he violated his parole. That's why he was brought back in on a blue warrant. I'm not sure how long he's gonna
Okay.
be.
I just, John is about 15 and a half. I just wonder, is she gonna stay with Miss Hood, you think, until she's 18, or do you expect the?
I expect that she would stay with Miss Hood. Miss Hood took care of her, to my understanding, for maybe 8 years or so prior to Mr. Jesse coming back into her life, and he was he was made primary. I'm in like another hearing, I'm trying to mute this.
So see, is that Miss Hood that just connected? Oop,
Ms. Hood, can you hear us?
she's still connecting to audio.
Okay. Most of the hearings in Austin County via Zoom, Your Honor.
No, most of them are live now.
Okay. Thanks for making this via Zoom. I'm in Harris County.
All right, so Ms. Hood, can you hear us? Ms. Hood, can you hear us? So I don't show that Ms. Hood is muted, but I'm not getting any response.
Am I gonna turn the volume on?
Ms. Hood, if you can try turning the volume up on your computer. Oh. Ms. Hood, can you hear us?
Ms. Hood, can you hear us? Can you cut your volume up? Let me see.
If this is up to all of them, so I'll speak from just ever. Look at it that way.
I don't know, Miss Colo, if you want to try calling her on speakerphone, maybe we can try that.
Okay.
If you get to talk to her, one thing, it might be easier to see if she either closed the blinds behind her also, or just rotate it around a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Hold on, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, my office is trying to reach her. She didn't pick up when I called her through myself,
Okay.
so the office is calling her. She's
Okay, great. Thank you.
no problem. Your Honor, I have Ms. Hood on my phone. She said she can see us, but she can't hear us.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just see if we can make it work.
Okay. Ms. Hood, can you start your video? Is that possible?
Okay, so get back on Zoom again?
Yeah, get back on Zoom and then we'll just have you on speaker and see if that would work.
Okay then, all right.
Don't hang up.
Don't hang you.
It may not prefer to be on Zoom, Judge, because then they do some reading.
Except they're in different places.
Yeah, but the phone,
Okay. We'll see.
I don't know.
Okay, so we can see you, Miss Hood. And I tell you, is that window behind you, does that have a shade on it that you could either close the shade or just rotate a little bit?
Close it. Okay, I closed it. Oops, still didn't see it. Okay,
Okay, good. Now we can see a lot better then. Right, and this is cause number 2019L7373. In the interest of Janya Rennie Jesse, let me have everyone announce who's here.
Uzo McCullough for the petitioner, Joyce Hood.
Hey, Ms. Hood, just go ahead and state your name.
I'm Joyce Hood.
And Ms. Hood, if I can get you to raise your right hand.
Okay.
And do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, so Ms. McCullough, you may proceed.
At this time, I would like to call petitioner Joyce Hood. Ms. Hood, did you file this petition to modify parent-child relationship?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and did you file it based on the child, Jana Renee Jesse?
Yes, ma'am.
And Jana Renee Jesse, is that your goddaughter?
My granddaughter. Yes, ma'am.
Granddaughter, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And the respondent in this matter is Christopher Lazon Jesse, is that correct?
Yes.
And that's her father, is that correct?
Yes.
And the co-respondent is Latoya Marie Palmer,
Yes.
and that is your daughter.
Yes.
And you're asking that this that the petition be modified from an order that was entered in this court on September 10, 2020. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we've tried to serve your daughter and Mr. Jesse. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the last known address for Mr. Jesse and Ms. Palmer is in prison, which has been filed with this court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd like to have the court take judicial notice of the affidavit of last known address filed for Latoya Palmer and Christopher Jesse.
All right, I'll take judicial notice of that.
And Ms. Hood, to your knowledge, Mr. Jesse and Ms. Palmer are not in the military. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. And Your Honor, I'd like the court to take judicial notice of the non-military affidavit as well.
And I'll take judicial notice of that.
And Ms. Hood, you're asking for this case to be modified and for you to be appointed sole managing conservator of your granddaughter. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this is due to the fact that both parents have neglected your granddaughter.
Yes.
And Mr. Jesse is currently in prison. Is that correct? Or in jail?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, how long has he been incarcerated?
He's been incarcerated 265 days
Okay. And do you know what he's been incarcerated for?
for I think it's marijuana and more other items stuff. For marijuana and stuff.
Okay. Was it also indecent exposure?
Yes.
Okay. And what's been going on with your granddaughter since he's been in jail?
Well, what's been going on that she have been so emotionally, she's anger, have a lot of anger. She's very down, and I mean the dad have told her that he wished that she was dead. His girlfriend, she's calling her names, calling her crazy, and I mean they just basically just putting her down. She's
Okay.
unhappy.
Okay. And how often do you see your granddaughter?
I feel every 2 weeks.
Okay. And have your granddaughter stated that she wants to live with you?
Yes, she did.
Okay. And are you asking, and you do believe that if she comes to live with you, that would be in the best interest of your granddaughter?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Currently, who is your granddaughter living with?
She's living with his girlfriend.
Okay. Is that the only person she's living with?
Yes, right now that's who she lives with now.
Okay. Are you asking the court that no child support be awarded to you at this time?
Yes,
And that's because both parents are incarcerated. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay. And so you're asking the court that you be made sole managing conservator and you have the rights and duties for a sole managing conservator.
yes,
You're asking that that when both parents do come out of prison, that they have supervised visits with Jania.
Yes.
Are you also asking the court? And you're asking the court that they have, that their visitation be supervised by you, is that correct?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
And what county is Jania now with the father's girlfriend?
Ms. Hood,
I couldn't hear him.
What-
My phone is cutting off.
what county is Jania in with Mr. Jesse's girlfriend?
They if I'm not mistaken, that they had moved, and I think they moved to I think they're over there in Waller County now.
So is Jania in school in Waller County?
Yes, yes,
So you'll want her to change schools and be here in Austin County with you?
yes, yes.
And then Ms. Piccolo, are you asking for any type of geographic restriction as far as the residents of Jania?
No, Your Honor.
All right, well then I'll grant the relief and order that Ms. Hood will be named as sole managing conservator of the child. There'll be no geographic restriction on that and no child support. And when each of the parents are released from custody, they will have supervised visitation, supervised by Ms. Hood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, so Ms. McCullough, are you going to get an order to me?
Yes, Your Honor. Is
Yeah.
there, I'm sorry, Your Honor, go ahead.
Yeah, how much time will you need for that?
A week, Your Honor.
Okay. So why don't we just want to have entry on, how about the 18th, January 18th?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. And are we going to see if Ms. Hood can change the school before that order? I don't know if the school's going to cut the child loose until they get something, but Ms. Hood could sure go to the Belleville schools or the Austin County schools and let them know that this is coming. So there may be some paperwork she can get started on.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I'll try to get the order in as soon as possible, just so to help this matter.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Or 1:30?
Yeah, just say 9 o'clock.